Grand Theft Auto, Tokyo, Rio, Moscow, Istanbul, Rockstar apparently had ideas for all of them. One would definitely have been a Turkey. Oh, originally I thought this said would have been in Turkey. I would have been like, cool, I can see where I'm going for my hair transplant. A key former member of the Grand Theft Auto team has said Rockstar toyed with ideas for many non-American settings for the series, including cities, Tokyo, Rio, Moscow, and Istanbul. Of them, Tokyo apparently came the closest to being realized. We had ideas about GTA games in Rio de Janeiro, is that how you say it? Moscow and Istanbul. Tokyo almost actually happened. Obi Vermanji, former technical director at Rockstar North, who worked on GTA 3, Vice City, San Andreas, and GTA 5, told GamesHub. Another studio in Japan were going to do it. Take our code and do GTA Tokyo. But then that didn't happen in the end. Bro, can you imagine how sick that would have been? A GTA game in fucking Tokyo. It literally would have been like Sleeping Dogs, but obviously GTA ass shit. Oh my god. That would have been incredible. But sadly, the evil overlords at 2K will probably never allow this to happen. People love having these wild ideas, Vermenji added. But then when you've got billions of dollars riding on it, it's too easy to go, let's do what we know again. And also America is basically the epicenter of Western culture. So everybody knows the cities. Even people who haven't been there, they have a mental image of the cities. Yeah, I would say GTA 4 is like a good representation of, in my head, what New York City is like as somebody from bumfuck West Virginia. I think it's unlikely it's going to be in Bogota next time, especially since there's just more and more money involved as the project gets bigger. It doesn't make sense to set it in some left field location for novelty. GTA Toronto, it just wouldn't work. Yeah, GTA in Canada would not work. Too much free healthcare. Back on my phone today, I'm in Florida. Dude, hell yeah, twin. How are you liking Florida? Medieval Rockstar game? Yes, bro. That would be incredible. I think it would actually do pretty well. Probably not as good as like GTA, but... Lindro, what's up, twin? I wonder if the Torontians and Bogotios know they live in left field cities. Jokes aside, GTA has rarely, if ever, been set outside of U.S. adjacent cities, with most of the games based in and around Los Santos, loosely Los Angeles, Liberty City, loosely New York, and Vice City, loosely Miami. There was once a London-themed expansion for Grand Theft Auto 1 set in the year 1969. You know, back in my day, 69 was the funny number. But that's as close as it got. Rockstar co-founder and former GTA lead writer Dan Houser recently explained that the series kept coming back to cities like Miami and New York and Los Angeles because they're melting pots of activity, where extreme wealth rubs against extreme poverty, and where glitz and glamour and organized crime can all be found. Yeah, that's honestly fair. That's honestly fair. Because like they said, like it's literally America is a melting pot of so many different cultures and even like religions, and yeah, so it makes sense, but also it would be cool to explore different places in the series. Get one in Melbourne, Australia. Other major cities might have that, but do they also have one other key ingredient? Guns? Oh, never mind. Get Melbourne out of there. You needed guns, Hauser said. You needed these larger-than-life characters. It just felt like the game was so much about America, possibly from an outsider's perspective, but that was so much about what the thing was that it wouldn't have really worked in the same way elsewhere. When pushed on whether the series might ever be set in Europe, Obi Vermanji answered, "It's just not realistic. I would love it, and if games still took a year to make, then yeah, sure, you can have a little fun, but you're not going to get that when there's a GTA every 12 years. Yeah, they could have done this shit like in 2010 or some shit, maybe. I'm the fucking man, yo, W Gambler. You gotta go, yo, twin, thank you for hanging.
I feel like a GTA game set in Canada would be realistic though, since Americans smuggle a lot of drugs out of Canada.
Or like GTA Mexico or some shit like that. That would be pretty crazy. But they probably don't want to, like, you know, you could do like crazy shit where you smuggle drugs across the border, but they probably don't want to put that stereotype into their game, you know? Which is fair. Because that's like a lot of American stereotypes. I think it's like there's some crazy number, like 90% of all fentanyl smuggled into America from Mexico is actually from US citizens. So, you're not going to set it in a new location. You don't really need to either, because the technology changes so much. Nobody is going to say that they're not going to play GTA 6 because they've already played Vice City. That doesn't make sense. It's completely different. They'll revisit New York again. They'll go back to LA or maybe Las Vegas. Vermingy added, I'm afraid we're stuck in this loop of about 5 American cities. Let's just get used to it. Yeah, fair. And they won't ever do a single player expansion ever again. So we will never get another fucking city in a DLC. Because that would make sense. They're like, you know what, fuck it. Yeah, hey, the main character goes to fucking Canada or London or wherever, but they won't ever fucking do that. Grand Theft Auto 6 will take us back to fictional Miami, or Vice City as it's called, but in the present day rather than the 80s, as in Grand Theft Auto Vice City. Oh, as in Grand Theft Auto Vice City. GTA 6 will tell a story based around dual protagonists, Lucy Caminos and Jason Duvall, marking the first time a GTA game has had a playable female lead. GTA 6 will be released in November next year. You know, Lord willing. Spare change? Spare some change? GTA Australia, that would be sick too. Yeah, we got to go to Melbourne. I heard there's a drug cartel there. We're gonna smuggle the drugs through our butt. Grand Theft Auto London, we might have to tap in. I heard also that GTA Vice City is like not in the same timeline though.
Can you bless me with something?
Yeah, can you bless me with GTA Melbourne?
Gosh.
Money wise, please.
Can you suck it?
What?
By the way, I forgot to
Oh,
mention
does
that
it
my
have the
guitar
plug?
is an acoustic and electric mixed into one guitar.
Does it have the plug? Lets you plug that John in. That's pretty sick, bro. Yeah, Grand Theft Auto London. I kind of want to play this, Heike. Oh yeah, we can just roll right into this. I didn't even need to open another tab, bro. But yeah, it would be really cool to see them experiment, but I know that they probably won't again, like he said, with the development times taking so long. There's almost no way they ever get out of the US or out of the 5 cities that they've been using. Would be cool though. Again, in like 2010, they probably could have done that shit and been like, here's a spin-off, you know? Yeah, it's got the plug and the sound mixer. Dude, that's fire. Okay.